Hello, House Sound Secondary graduates. What an exciting time it is in your life. You're coming to the end of nearly 13 years of formal public education, and you're now looking at what you might want to do when you finish high school. This might include a gap year, work experience, or post-secondary studies. Some of you have an idea of what this might be, but many of you don't. Our role as guidance counselors is to guide you along your way and support you in your applications process. Because there's so many options out there, we can't possibly know everything that there is. Your responsibility now is to do a lot of research and narrow in on some of your choices, and today's video is going to help you do that. The video will introduce you to EducationplannerBC, which is the website used to research and apply for post-secondary studies in British Columbia. At the end of this video, I will include a website that shows Canada-wide post-secondary study options. A second video following this one will include detailed information on how to use the site for applications. Okay, let's get started. Education Planner BC allows you to search for undergraduate programs, which might be a college or a bachelor's degree or certificate program, which would be the first professional program that you finish after high school, or a trade program. Let's start with our trades. We can go and look at trades. We can look at the variety of trades available and select by trade. It shows us all the programs that are available and further details on admissions. We might even know the trade. So for example, I can type in electrician. The electrician trade programs are available at all these institutions. If I want to narrow my search, I can look up a construction electrician, and I can then go into the programs, and I see there's a foundations program, which would be the entry program for the electrician trade, and I want to look at the fast facts. I see it's available in Burnaby, multiple entry points throughout the year, $4,000 a term, the cost for books and supplies, the application deadlines are indicated, as well as the cost to apply. Admissions info is on the left-hand side. The admission info, you want to look at the institution requirements first. Typically that will include details on language requirements, as well as the general admission for all students. After institution requirements, then look at the program admissions. I see here there's English and math requirements. Details are listed as English Studies 12 at 50% or greater. When a percentage is identified, this is the lowest possible acceptance. This isn't your goal. Your goal is certainly a higher percentage because the program is competitive. It also indicates the percentage for math that they require. Education Planner offers the feature of occupation lists. This links to Work BC that allows you to learn about the employability of the job, more details about what the job involves and the work environment. I highly encourage you in your searching to watch some of their videos associated with each job. When we're searching for undergraduate programs, we might want to start with a specific institution in mind. Perhaps I'm really keen on Emily Carr and I want to see all of the arts type programs that are available through Emily Carr. Or I might want to look at subject area, or I might specifically want to search up kinesiology, for example. All of the kinesiology programs in British Columbia will be here, including college-related or bachelor programs. So I might want to further define a bachelor's degree, and I'm reduced to the following institutions. So these offer different programs. I see UBC is here in Okanagan campus and Vancouver campus. I also have dreamt of living in Victoria, so I've decided to take a look at the requirements for the Bachelor of Health Sciences kin at UVic. The fast facts, four-year degree, it's $7,000 per year. The details on the application deadlines are here, as well as the application fee. Keep in mind when you pay an application fee, it usually will cover two program choices. So your first or your second can both be offered to you. Often you will get entry to your first program. If you don't, then they will put your second one forward. The admissions info is on the left-hand side. It's important to look right away at the institution requirements first. They will include an English language and general admission requirements detailed. Typically, if you have your English 12 graduated as a pass, you will satisfy that. Then we're going to scroll up and look at the program admission requirements. I can see here they've detailed the grade 12 courses that are required as well as the grade 11 courses, and they suggest a 92% average is typically the admission rate. So what that means for each institution is different. UVic will look at your grade 12 courses. They look at your top 4 grade 12 courses, and those 4 need to include the identified required grade 12 ones. For example, here, all 4 of those will be required and calculated into your grade point average. So you take those 4 course marks and you divide it by 4, and that will be your admission GPA. Other institutions will look at your top 5 grade 12s. Some institutions, like the University of British Columbia, will look at your overall grade 11 and 12 academic programs and have further details on that later. If we want to take a look at the occupations, we can go in and take a look here. Something to consider if you don't feel you meet the prerequisites required for a program, or you don't feel your marks are as competitive enough to get in, there are bridge programs and upgrading programs offered for many of our bachelor degree programs in British Columbia. So for example, if I'm interested in, I see engineering, and I know it's highly competitive, I may not have as strong marks in English. I could choose to, over the next few years, upgrade my English 12 through online programming, or I may want to look at, ultimately I'm looking for a bachelor's degree program, but I also want to look here at the university transfer and bridging programs. So I can look over and see that there's many institutions that offer these types of programs. An example might be Langara. Has a bridge program to the University of British Columbia. This will be a 1-year program. The prerequisites to get into this program will be typically quite lower, and you would complete the first year at this institution, and then those courses will work towards credits in the post-secondary degree program once you transfer into your second year of the University of British Columbia. The admissions info is detailed as well. As you can see, we're looking at pre-calculus and chemistry in that B range, so that program detail is here. So my point is there's a lot of different ways to get to where you want to go, and these programs can be a great stepping stone. Searching in undergraduate programs for a subject or keyword, we may want to look at a 2-year diploma or college program in a field that we're interested in, such as business. Perhaps we're looking at a diploma program, which is typically a 2-year program, because that's the time length that you have to commit or the financial resources that you're able to contribute at the moment. And they offer great programs that will allow you to have employable and professional skills when you graduate. By institution you can look. For example, BCIT has many business programs that offer diplomas. Something to consider when looking at your undergraduate programs is whether your degree program offers a co-op experience built into its 4 years. A co-op would allow you paid work experience to help fund your schooling while you're going through it, as well as essential skills and experience that will help you land that great job when you graduate. An example would be searching up a subject, perhaps it's psychology, which I've typed in previously. I'm going to narrow that to, I'm going to look for bachelor's programs, and then I'm going to go to other and refine my search to include only those with co-op. I see many institutions that are available for me and something to consider in my search. Overall, students may choose to apply to other institutions outside of British Columbia. I highly encourage you to look at this site, universitystudy.ca. It allows search by program or by university or by province, and it's a great way to gather some useful information to make some decisions. We have so many students that apply outside of the province, and we're here to support you as well. I wish you great success in your searching and your planning, and your CLC teacher, your counselors, your family. We are here to support you along that journey. And if you pay attention to the next video in the series, we'll get into detail on how to use Education Planner to apply. Thank you.